I recently went from extremely excited to instantly worried about Guillermo del Toro's new Frankenstein epic when I found out that it was being put out by none other than Netflix. If you have been paying much attention, then you have probably noticed that streaming is one of the major factors that has absolutely wrecked theaters. It's not just that, don't get me wrong, but less and less people are showing up to the movies. Now, like I said, streaming is absolutely not the only thing to blame here, but it is a big factor, even in some of the things connected to the quality of the things that we have been seeing coming out of the industry. Now, as someone who loves the magic of cinema, there's nothing quite like seeing a film on the biggest screen possible with the best sound, surrounded by the energy of people who actually want to be there and experience the art presented in the highest quality possible. Which brings me to Guillermo del Toro's new Frankenstein film. If you've been following this film at all, then you probably know that this is something that should be on your radar and you should be excited for. It's starring up-and-coming actors like Jacob Elordi, Mia Goth, and Oscar Isaac is playing the lead role of Frankenstein, the monster who played God by creating his own monster. A trailer was dropped back in June and the film looks absolutely stunning. Guillermo is known for giving you this full-scale artistic experience, and this looks like more of that. I mean, this is the guy who created Hellboy, Pan's Labyrinth, The Shape of Water, and most importantly, let's don't get things mixed up here, Pacific Rim, one of the best films ever created. Come on. Needless to say, I was quite disappointed when I got word that Netflix was actually going to be the ones that are putting this movie out. But we now have excellent news. Not only do we have an official release date of November 7th for the film, but we also have a theatrical release date of October 7th. Netflix has decided to let this film come out in theaters, which is amazing news for people like me. It means that the movie is not trapped to just their streaming service, and you will be able to view it in this premium format of the movie theater. Now, there is one little caveat to this, which is that it is going to be a limited release, meaning that the movie might not be accessible for many people. Hopefully, if it does well enough on its opening weekend or the following, they will decide to release the film in more theaters, which is something that regularly happens with very successful films that might have had these limited releases. It's something that happens with indie movies as well. After the recent success of horror films like Weapons and Nosferatu, one would hope that Netflix sees the possibility and has some sort of larger plan in place for this limited release to be something a little larger. But only time will tell if Netflix is actually smart enough to kind of have this in the plans. So the big question now is, how are audiences going to respond to all this? Are you someone like me? Are you willing to pay to experience Frankenstein in the way that it was originally intended in the theater? Now, granted, that also leads to another question of, did Netflix actually allow Guillermo del Toro to create it in that sort of way with that in mind, or did they force him into bad filming habits and editing practices that are better suited for television, which we have been hearing is something that is coming out of these streaming services of late? Either way, are you going to be checking this out? Are you going to be seeing it in theaters, or are you going to wait until it comes out at home? Are you someone who wants to just chill out on the couch and be able to go to the bathroom when you want and take breaks and make your own popcorn and food? Or do you want to be locked in a theater to this experience in the dark room, in a specialized environment made for watching something like this? Has everyone just changed the way that they want to watch entertainment like this? Have we been kind of spoiled for this free at-home viewing where you don't have to pay out of pocket and you just are already subscribed to all these things like Netflix, which most people kind of are at this point? Is there even a market for the theater if the quality of the film is higher like this? And hopefully it will be a higher quality and they haven't put too much of a thumb on Guillermo. Make sure to let me know down in those comments below. I really do want to hear, are you even excited for this Frankenstein film? Will you be watching it at home or in the theater? Am I totally wrong about this whole theater experience thing in general? Am I just clinging on to some type of bygone era sounding like this old grumpy boomer who's like, oh, I miss back in the day when all you could do was see a movie in the movie theater. I want to know all of it. So let me know down in those comments below. And per usual, hit that subscribe button, the likes, and those comments, because it helps our channel a lot, and you can stay up to date on what's happening with Criticless Cast and everything in entertainment. And make sure to go check out my entertainment reviewing platform, Criticless, because it's awesome. So make sure to do that as well, because it is time to defy the establishment and empower the people by letting you guys review things and get your opinions out there and let your minds be heard. So check out criticless.com. Give me those comments, those subs. We love it a lot. And I will be back with some news and all sorts of things soon. Everybody take it easy. Later.